All right, let's continue with chapter 2. Before we start, uh, I added a little tab at the top of the Blackboard. It says problem videos. Right now, it's only chapter 2. These are playlists for a lot of different problems from chapter 2. There's a total of 21, I think. And all you have to do is click on the playlist, and you're going to get these videos. There's anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes or so. Title of each problem tells you kind of what it does. It's a really good idea to watch them for two reasons. One, for the homework assignment that I'm going to post later tonight, I'm going to ask your groups to do basically essentially the same things. Solve the problems that I'm going to assign in Excel and create videos for them and upload them. And next Tuesday, we're going to play Jeopardy on chapter 2, just to give you an idea what that's going to look like. By the way, I'm going to give you guys until 5 today to let me know if there are people that you want to be in the same group with. If I don't hear anything from you, I'm going to assign the people who already emailed me to the groups they want to be in. The rest, I'm going to kind of do semi-random assignments. But by tomorrow morning, you'll know your groups either way, because you have to know your group in order to do your homework to begin with. The way we're going to play this Jeopardy, I think we're going to have 9, maybe 10 groups. No, 9 groups. Because of the number of the students, some of the groups will be 3, most of them will be 4. 4 of those groups will be randomly selected to be contestants. Okay. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are the groups. In fact, I'm going to ask you guys to sit in certain seats that day. You guys are going first, and you're going to say, "May I please have income statement for 200?" Okay. The question is going to come up, and you're going to think about it and say, the answer is B. And I'm going to select someone else who's not in that group as the designated challenger. Let's say I picked you. And your job is to say, I agree with them, I disagree with them, or I challenge them with A. If you agree, your fates are tied together. If they're right, you get 1 point. If they're wrong, you get 0. If you simply disagree, all you're saying is, I'm not saying what's right, but all I'm saying is they're wrong. If they're right, you get 0. If they're wrong, you get 1. Or you could say, I challenge them with A. If you're right, you get 1.5 points. If they're right, you get negative 0.5. Otherwise, you both get 0. Okay. Then the rest of you, let me show you how that works. Let me see. This is from last year's. I haven't transferred it to yours yet. Rest of you is going to click on that form. Oh, you obviously don't see it now. I don't know why I can't get rid of this. Okay. Rest of you will get this form. Basically, you're going to do what the designated challenger has done vocally, verbally, in a silent manner. You're going to pick your name, you know, let's say that was the topic and points. Agree. This last part is optional just to give me a feedback. Disagree. Same deal here. Or you could say challenge, and the answer is A. And submit. Okay. I'm not going to submit it, but let's go back to here. Once all of you are done, we're going to reveal the correct answer. Oops. Page up. Okay. Whatever the answer was, then we're going to have a discussion about that. And I'm going to give you guys these old ones anyway, just to give you an idea. The part of the discussion is not about grades. And Jeopardy, yes, you're going to get grade out of it, but it's more of a learning activity. Outside of the group that picked the question and designated challenger, I actually encourage you to talk to each other. You know, it's not an exam. I'm not the only source for you to learn, so you can talk to each other. You know, sometimes you can pray that the group gives the wrong answer, because if they give the wrong answer and you challenge them with the right, uh, you're gonna basically benefit and feel pretty good Schadenfreude. That's a German. Only Germans could have one word for a concept like this. It's the pleasure. It's getting pleasure from the misfortune of others. That's what Schadenfreude means. Are you surprised that Germans came up with that word? Then we're gonna go back to the next one, then the next group, blah blah blah. At the end of the day, for great purposes, all questions are worth 1 point. Okay, but to determine the winner of the tournament, we use the Jeopardy rules. You pick 100 question, you get it right, you get 100 Jeopardy points. You get it wrong, you get negative 100. And at the end of the day, one of the groups is going to win. That group's grade that day is going to be multiplied by 1.25. So if you can get everything done, everybody gets 5. So your group got all 5 right and you won. Instead of 5 out of 5, you're going to get 6.25 out of 5. By the way, the questions that you answer as a group counts 5 times as much as the questions you answer as silent challenger. Why? Because you have 2 pieces of information before you answer, plus you can talk to each other. The designated challenger gets 3 times as much. Yes. The winner takes all. Yes. But if there's a tie, you know, I divide that 1.25 by 2. Once I had a 3-way tie, but that's rare. Even a 2-way tie is relatively rare. You don't have to pick harder questions. You know, if all you care is, I just want to get my 5 right, and I'm going to pick easy questions, that's your business. But at some point, somebody's going to have to pick those 500s. What's the difference between 100 and 200? Depends. But I can guarantee that 500 questions are a little bit harder than 100 questions. And 4 and 500 tend to be numerical. Not always, but they tend to be. Uh, And we go through, not on this one, but I'm going to give you guys the old ones so that you can go through my reasoning and stuff as well. Uh, if I was teaching only one section, I probably wouldn't have. But since I'm teaching three sections and things are going to leak, I'm going to prepare three different ones anyway, so I might as well give you the old ones. As an example, I think this was, yeah. By the way, as a side point, do you know how that picture is obtained? Can you have any guess? It is not art. It is actually a mathematical object. It is constructed as a result of an equation. It is called a fractal. They're fascinating objects. Technically speaking, that picture is not even two-dimensional. It has about dimension 1.7. That's why they're called fractals. So, let's say this was the answer. You know, depending upon the question, explanation is short or long, but it goes through the reasoning. One of the reasons I do this, basically, to have a discussion here, a lot of times I ask you, why did you give that answer? Because I'm more interested in any errors in your thought process, so that if you have some bad habits, we can go after them. Me giving you the right answer is the easy part. You know, we don't have to do Jeopardy for that. I'll just give you this. You just look at it.